Proper breathing method is very easy to understand. You take your fingers and put them under your ribs in the soft part of your belly. Everybody do that. Okay? Push it in. Take your tongue and just use your tongue by pushing up on your palate, tighten your stomach. Everybody feel that? Okay? Now when you do that, you instantly make your body hard. Your stomach gets hard, you force the diaphragm down. With your tongue stuck up against your palate, you cannot breathe. You cannot inhale or exhale. Your breathing is stopped. In order to breathe, what you do is you loosen your tongue when you need to breathe. Air rushes out between the tongue and the palate. Air rushes in through your nose to replace the air you took out, and you stick your tongue back up there and hold the stomach tight. That's the proper breathing method for Sanchan. So that tongue is always stuck up against your palate, compressing your body. You need to breathe. You loosen your tongue a second. Air rushes out. Air rushes in. When you breathe like this, that's not a breath. You cannot separate the breathing. A breath is a continuous flow. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. The only way your body knows how much air to take in after you exhale is because it's going to replace what you exhale. When you breathe, that's up to you. You can breathe here, here, but it should be an exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Okay? You don't even have to make noise. You can loosen your palate a little more. You can rush out this way. But it's easier for many people to make that exhalation. So that's the proper breathing method. Fourth purpose, to train a penetrating eye. Build a strong physique, consolidate the basic stance, master the proper breathing method, train a penetrating eye. I think I've told you all this story. I would give this talk a lot, penetrating eye. You know, I didn't really know what I was talking about. I would say the eye of the tiger. But I think I told you about the time that I came back from Okinawa one time, and I had a black lab named Shayna. And I used to keep her with me all the time at the dojo. And I guess while I was away in Okinawa, I think the mailman had to mace her or something. Because every time the mailman came, she would get pretty upset. And one time, I was sitting by the desk, and I heard that, little Jeep, that little four-banger that the mail truck drives. I'm sitting by my desk, and I hear that go around the other side of the dojo, and Shayna sits up. Ears like this. Okay? We know dogs really don't think, they have instincts. But the instinct was, she heard the truck, she associated the truck with the mailman or something. And I mean, I could look in her eyes and I could see what they mean by train a penetrating eye. I mean, it wasn't just her eye, her ears, her whole hair was standing up in the back of her coat. So it's trained all your senses of awareness. But the eyes are the windows to that. So that's the fourth purpose for Sanchin training. The fifth purpose for Sanchin training is to foster the spiritual concentration. That can mean many things, but it's remembering that Sanchin is very serious study. It's not a time when you start thinking about things that aren't related. It's not like bowling if you throw the ball down the gutter and everybody laughs and maybe your team loses. But you lose your concentration in karate and you could hurt somebody very seriously. If you break a nose, take out an eye, maybe cause a stroke. No time to take anything for granted in your karate training. That's the nature of the training. It's very serious business. So those 5 things make Sanchin. Forget the penetrating eye, it's almost. Forget the hard body training, it's almost, but it's not Sanchin. Forget the master breathing method, it's almost Sanchin, but not. Lose your concentration, it's almost Sanchin, but not. Not concentrating on your stance all the time, because all your power must come from your legs. It's almost Sanchin. Those 5 things have to be there all the time for it to be sunshine. It's like a prescription. And they're all equal. No one has priority over the other. They all work together synergistically. So try to remember that and think about it. How many picked up before? You'll hear it again too. Unpounding. First of all, it's not a competitive drill to see who has the strongest arms, who can hit the hardest. It's a throwback to our training as it came from China. And I know some of you know this because I've been through it, but Master Tamayoshi told me that Uechi Ryu is the only system that came from China with free sparring. The only system. No other martial arts system from China had free sparring. Only this system. But not from the free sparring as we see it today. We call sports sparring. Originally, and we've been thinking about maybe introducing this again, but 2 people would get into this position just like I'm rubbing. Then from here they would spar. You could not move your feet. So he'd put my hand down, he'd punch over the middle, okay, and I'd come back. You're not supposed to move your feet, okay? But you see, this is what you're learning here. This is the introduction to it. Okay, I'm feeling his weight, I'm feeling his power, we're working together, okay? This is the tool to train in close fighting. Fights don't start here with a referee, and okay, they start right here. Hey, I don't like the way you're looking at me. That's how fights start. So this is the training to teach you how to fight in close. So you start off working together, feeling each other's weight, building side strength, okay? Eye contact, okay? Very important. Just like if you're in, the first thing you do, if somebody grabbed you by the shirt and pulled you in, you make eye contact pretty quick, okay? This is part of the training. When you get to the pounding, it's a demonstration of inside strike, outside strike, down strike. Doesn't have to be hard, just firm. Doesn't have to, okay? It's all about form and technique. 1, 2, I gotta watch my hand, I burned it, so. But this needs work, all of you need to work on this. Understand it, it's not a competitive drill, it's a 2-person exercise, a technical drill, and I really think we need to get somehow back into this old sparring training because it is invaluable. The first thing you're going to learn is you've got to loosen your knees, or you're like this, okay? He's pushing you and pulling you all over. Mr. Yanamini told me one time, he said, never forget to tell your students, you must have legs like steel, but knees like rubber. But knees like rubber. Because that's how you shift your weight, and that's how you control and get your power. I have one other thing. Sparring we'll save for another day, because that'll take us, let's talk about sparring, we'll get out of here till about 9 o'clock tonight. So we don't want to do that. Half hard, half soft. Many people have a concept of that. And maybe about a year ago, I think I figured it out. Okay. I'm sure when they talk about it in Japanese and their language, they approach it differently, but the translation comes out half hard, half soft. And here's how I think it is. In hard, you have some good. You have energy, you have strength, okay, you have accuracy. But in hard, you have some bad. Stiff, rigid, wasted energy. Okay? So you have some good in hard and you have some bad in hard. In soft, you have some good. It's quick, but it's not very strong. Okay? It tends to be flicky. It's inaccurate. Okay? Soft is inaccurate. So in soft, you have some good, and in soft, you have some bad. My concept of half hard and half soft is we want to take the best of the hard and the best of the soft. So we only have half of each, but the good half. That's the only thing, that's the only way half hard, half soft makes sense to me. So when you think about it, think of, when somebody says you're too stiff, that's some of the bad hard. If they say no power, that's some of the bad soft. And if you dial in on that, you think about it yourself. What's the good part of being hard? What's the good part of being soft? And build on those blocks. I think you can answer your own questions as we go through this. Does that help anybody? I'm done. Talk too much. Sorry. Bow. Let's bow and somebody total those for me, please.